At SXM, we're taking travel and tourism to new heights. Here we boast spacious check-in areas, 10 passport control points, comfortable departure lounges, and an exciting new airport mall. Finally, there's an airport in the Caribbean that takes your travel plans as seriously as you do. Princess Juliana International Airport. The experience will move you.
Welcome to the Late Night Show. Hope everything is okay. Hope everything is all right. I'm your host, Andrew. Alrighty, what's happening on the lovely island of St. Martin? We begin with, of course, the screening process begins. It's a rigorous process that continues to be the gift that keeps on giving, because you get to find out things that you did not know about these candidate ministers. As you know, the screening list was recently handed in, and now all parties are taking responsibility for their own candidate, but not for the entire coalition. The four parties that make up the new coalition for the incoming government, the DP, the PFP, the NOW, and of course the URSM. Now, those four parties have submitted names for screening, right? So, come a little closer. No, back up. That's too close. Back up. That's too close. Listen to me. Lyndon Lewis. Now, I don't understand why you put your name as a minister, knowing that the VDSM and the Mako people of St. Martin will be turning your life upside down. From the time you was a young man and you hit a little girl when you was you're just playing in the play field, and you push a girl and the girl would come down and go like, when I was younger, he pushed me on the playground. We were both 4 years old. I don't think he should be a minister. I'm just saying. Facebook asked me what's on my mind, so I just say that. Just saying. Lyndon Lewis is no good. Anyway, so an article is circulating on social media, of course, because social media is the new newspaper. So in 2017, we had Hurricane Irma, in case you forgot. And basically, everybody, ran away to the motherland, some to Holland, some to France. In the case of Mr. Lewis, Lyndon Lewis, the proposed candidate for the Ministry of Justice, he went to France. I'm being very careful because I'm paraphrasing the article that's in French, and I had to Google translate it, and now I have to explain it to you. So take time, take it easy. So a synopsis of the article is that he left St. Martin, went to France, requested social assistance, and is still receiving the social assistance up to now. And we're in 2024. And I know you're saying, okay, Andrew, so many people do that. Yeah, but those people are not putting themselves up forward for a minister's position. So, is it illegal? Yes. It is, because you're actually supposed to report that you're not working. Yeah, you're working, or you're not. You're like, stop it. I don't want your money no more, France. Keep it. It's not funny, but I just don't understand. Lyndon Lewis must be the biggest jackass in St. Martin history for him to put his name forward, knowing that he has skeletons that would make him look so bad.
I just don't give a...
Kevin Mingret's ex-boyfriend decided to make a video, multiple videos. I'm just sharing one because I can't. And then, exclusively on the late night show, we have a response from Kevin Mingret. Let's play his ex-boyfriend first.
Good evening from Congo. And good afternoon in St. Martin. Mr. Governor, I got a question for you. Because I got a lot of people running their mouth. And I want to know if you know the Constitution or the makeup of the Constitution better than me. Because I understood from a group of people that is close to your circle that Kevin Mingret had to disassociate himself from me in order for you to swear him in. I want to know the truth if that's true from you. Because I know damn well that 15 people got elected and it would have been a political crisis if Kevin Mingret never got sworn in. And I don't care what you may think are going through your greasy head or whatever. Y'all gotta stop lying and stop playing game. If all of your system is against Olivier Arendelle, come up and say Olivier Arendelle are you against. Stop hiding behind the truth because you know damn well you have an obligation to swear in every elected member of parliament. Kevin didn't beg his votes. Kevin got his votes and he was elected. And the contract I have with Kevin Mingret is not a promise. It's a legal tender. It's a legal agreement. It's a consultancy agreement. So that little speech you was running your mouth, saying up in your office in the other day, we need to know the truth when it comes to you, Mr. Governor. Because just like any prime minister, any elected official for me, you are the same. You're a public official. You're not above me, beneath me, or next to me. You are equal to me. I don't bow down to no crown. You understand? So we need to start telling the truth. What's going on in St. Martin? Has anybody threatened Kevin Mingret that if Kevin Mingret disassociate himself from me, he's going to be swearing in government of St. Martin? Has anybody threatened Kevin Mingret or told Kevin Mingret this? Because Kevin Mingret is too much of a coward to come and speak to me. But Kevin Mingret is sending third parties to send signals and messages to me. I want to know if this is true. Mr. Governor, I want to know if this is true coming from you. Because let me tell you something, Mr. Governor. If I see you in St. Martin, I'm going to ask you in person. Because you and I, we had a conversation already. And you know how I talk. I straightforward with everybody. I will ask you, when you're driving an Lexus or there or nothing, you have to respect every citizen's right. So I want to know if you told Kevin Mingret that if he disassociates himself from me, you were swearing him. I want to know that. And I want to know from Omar Atley, they mentioning your name as well. They mentioning your name that you guys was pushing that narrative. And that one there, I doubt it a little bit. But this is what's going on in St. Martin. Am I enemy public number one? You think I care if I'm enemy public number one? For governor of St. Martin to say that if Kevin Mingret disassociate himself, he's going to, what, be sworn in? Is that the intimidation tactics you guys have in St. Martin? Well, Mr. Governor, only you can answer that question. Because after all, I'm not a white man's slave. You are. So I need to understand. I'm not a white man's slave. You are. I don't bow down to no white man. I plead allegiance to the Constitution of St. Martin. I don't plead allegiance to no king. I am here for the revolution movement to free my people, the Negro people. So guess what? When you come in saying things like that, I need to know because that information came from your circle, from your inner circle, Mr. Governor. So I want to know, Mr. Governor, are you going to swear in Gracia, who is the wife of a convicted criminal? I want to know if you're going to swear in Marcelina, who is a co-head a drug addict. I want to know if you're going to swear in Lyndon Lewis, who is a fraudster. I want to know who is going to swear in Ninja Turtle Christopher Emmanuel. I want to know. You guys have the audacity to be talking all of this nonsense with a man that has never been convicted of any crime, a man who has built his wealth on his own merit. Mr. Governor, this is what you said. I want to know from you, Mr. Governor. I don't afraid of you. I don't afraid of the position you have. I don't afraid of none of you. The people of St. Martin must be liberated. But you must answer the question whether or not you told Kevin Mingret that if he disassociates himself from me, that is the only way he will be sworn in into office. Mr. Governor, you might as well suspend him and create a political crisis in St. Martin, because we all know that that's not true. Nobody could have refused from swearing in Kevin Mingret into Parliament because he was an elected member. So y'all stop your shit in St. Martin. Stop using me as a scapegoat, because we know damn well how in love you are with the National Alliance. We know damn well how in love you are with Superior Jacob. We know damn well who you are representing. And to be quite frank with you, you have the audacity. And Kevin Mingret, stop sending people to come talk to me. Be a man. Call me. Stop being a little girl and call me. Stop sending third-party people to call me. Mr. Governor, you got answers to give. Because of you, so much corruption going on in St. Martin as well. Because you have the pen to stop it and you never did anything. Until the next video. See you later.
Thank you, Andrew. You see, I, Kevin Mingret, would like to denounce myself from this man. Like, he doesn't understand. Like, stop calling my phone. I need you to stop calling my phone. We can't speak anymore. Like, we can't talk no more, dog. Like, stop it, man. We from Cold Bay. We Cold Bay, man, don't do them things. What happened to you? Hold it down. Hold it down, Olivier. You see, Kevin Mingret believe that people of St. Martin made a choice for Kevin Mingret, and Kevin Mingret will always look for Kevin Mingret. You understand? So, yo, I just, like, stop. Olivier, don't tell me you call me right now. Don't tell me you call me right now. Olivier, no. Like, get over it. Move on, Olivier. Move on. Kevin Mingret, good. I find a new thing, I happy. And understand, Kevin Mingret is going to represent the people the way they're supposed to be represented, because Kevin Mingret don't play. Kevin Mingret don't play that. So Kevin Mingret, good. Like, the governor ain't tell me nothing, Olivier. I just tired of you telling me what to do. I'm tired. Kevin Mingret, tired of you. So stay in Congo. Don't call me no more. And don't call my brother either. Calling. What happened to you? It was just a fling. I use you. For some reason, he just do this now. I don't know why. And then sometimes he just do that. Listen, if you don't show me the love, the way Olivier Irina loves Kevin Mingret, I don't want it. I don't want it. Because it takes a special kind of love to make 5 to 10 videos a day on your ex-lover. Like, it takes a special type of person to do it on a daily basis so consistently.
Ethan, what do you want? Why are you calling me?
Wow. You sound so happy to hear from me. And all I'm doing is just asking how you were doing.
I'm good, but you have to stop calling me.
What's wrong with me calling you? I just told you that I miss you. Hey, baby, I'm sorry. I'm really, really sorry, okay? I can make things right again, okay? We can make it work. Plus, our hearts are meant to be together. Right?
There's nothing wrong with you calling me. It's just you keep calling me, baby. We're not together anymore, okay? We have to stop this.
We'll be together soon.
Ethan? Are you there?
Coming back to all the candidate ministers, this is what you sign up for. People are going to turn up. People are going to fabricate. And some people are going to find out what you've been trying to hide. If VDSM don't find it, St. Martin will. Because the only time you become more important than anybody else is when you put your name up for minister. That's when they go like, okay, I got receipts. Let me check this. Oh, Krisha, she never hailed me. No. Oh, Patrice Gums. Oh, so you going holler now? Like what? Patrice a cool guy. What happened to you? Take it easy. She's Arinel. She's hasn't been in politics for a long time. That's all you got. That's it. Nothing else. Like, people will be making up things. And also, candidates, pay your bills. Pay your bills. Please. Because they're coming. When if I know you becoming minister, they're going to be like, ooh, opportunity to screw you. Another thing that you have to look at is Member of Parliament of the Now Party and leader of the Now Party, Christophe Emmanuel, has submitted himself, of course, as the proposed candidate for the Ministry of EYC, Education, Culture, Youth and Sports. Now, this is where it becomes ridiculous. The man is currently under 2 investigations, not 1, 2. 2 investigations. 2 investigations. How? In which St. Martin? I was just about to say, in which St. Martin something like this would happen, but then I remember I in St. Martin. Anyway, with 2 investigations looming over the MP's head, you still decided to go vote for the man and put him back in. So don't you even dare blame the system. No, you're the problem because you voted for him. Like, let me not mince words around it. Because some people are like, oh, that's ridiculous. Who you vote for? Christopher. Yeah. So, you put him in a position. Hush your ass. Anyway, so with the 2 investigations that is going on with this proposed minister candidate for EYC, the question now is, will he pass based on the fact that he's being investigated currently? Now, the prosecutor office said that the investigations are still ongoing. Unless they dropped it, we don't know. However, the investigations are ongoing. The rumors that Kevin Mingret, Francisca La Cruz, Duran, they even put poor Silveria in it, that's going to be picked up any minute now, has been a rumor for the past 8 years. So, I'm not saying that it won't get picked up because this is St. Martin after all. I'm saying at the end of the day, rumors are still rumors. That's why we address them when we need to. We're not addressing them now because it makes absolutely no sense at all. Now, another thing that we have to talk about is, of course, GEBE. Now, GB continues to work towards bringing back the company to its former glory. Now, I have to commend the temporary manager that is there right now. And the reason why, wait, before you turn it off, wait. The reason why I say that is because before the temporary manager arrived at GB, the company was basically on life support. It was losing money. It was basically on the verge of bankruptcy. Even though we had the black bite and you had a bunch of things that really hampered the company, the hard work of the workers paid off by them sticking with the company, and of course they loving the job that they have. End up having the company come in a more better financial situation. Not the best right now, but it's better from where it was. So therefore, we have to give credit to Mr. Washington, and I hope that he applied for the CEO position because he did a hell of a good job, and considering the circumstances, he went above and beyond. Criticism, he get cussed by late night, he get cussed by SMN, he get cussed by everybody and he just ignored the noise and continue working in the benefit of the company. And you notice the leaks kind of stopped because he actually doing work. So, he fired all of them. Like, I know it's you. You're fired. But we gotta give him credit because you know me. It's one thing to criticize, but it's the next thing to also come back and say, "Hey, I noticed what you're doing. You're walking. You're walking." You know. So there's no punchline. It's just keep up the good work and bring the company into higher heights. And let me fix that billing system because this government that's coming in, they are going to put their lackeys on the board, the supervisory boards, and they will be picking the CEO, the CFO, the COO, all of them, they're going to be picking. And for me, I think we should hold off on our whole CFO and the COO business and just have a CEO and then let it run for at least a good 5 to 10 years. And then you bring in the CFO and the COO. The reason why is because Mr. Washington is one man. And look what he has done in the short time that he's been there without the support of the back end. You understand? So you can see that it's possible to do it with one person. TV don't have a lot of money. So for the new government to come in and just put 3 new people and go like, okay, so what do we do here, GB? The energy, the power to serve. Can we cancel all the debts out there so that I can be popular? In the meantime, GB then closes down because they can't pay the vendors. It's a give and take. Also, those of you who continue not paying, understand that the disconnection notice is for you. Because I was totally upset when I saw the disconnection of the GB gonna start to disconnect. And then I even made a meme about it. But then I started to sit down and realize that, oh shit, wait a minute, I up to date. Why I bitching? And yeah, some people don't have it because they haven't been paying. You think life is free? You think you could just go ahead and use electricity and water and go by the grace of having to just not pay it because they ain't cutting you? You think eventually they ain't gonna come back? You think the money that you owe them gonna just disappear? The new government gonna go in and go like, okay, nobody pays GB anymore. You get free GB, you get free GB, everybody get free GB. Pay your goddamn bill. And the businesses, I don't feel for you. The reason why I don't feel for you is because, yeah, they have a billing system problem. However, if you have your receipts and you've been paying reasonable prices every month, then show them your receipts. They don't believe you, bring their ass to court. Otherwise, to that, just continue going on the same flow, but not paying and then expecting for it to disappear is delusional. I'm just saying, like, come on now. So, one hand and the next hand. Sound like a bad porno there. Anyway, welcome to the Late Night Show. We have a good one for you. Let's begin.
Mom. How are you?
Hi, darling. I'm fine. Just calling to say hi.
Oh, okay. We got over here.
Girl, I hear watching this movie and it.
But Mom, you finished all your minutes yet?
No, girl. Talem has new postpaid plans and automatically upgraded my postpaid package.
Is that so?
Guess what? I am getting more minutes and almost double the amount of data for the same price.
I guess I'm making a switch now.
Let me call you back, Mom.
Hey Tash, you hear about Telem new postpaid plans?
Time for the flashback. Pete, surprise me. Surprise me. Here we go.
Flashback.
Alrighty, welcome back to our interview segment right here on the Late Night Show. Of course, today I am joined by, I don't know, which title do I give him, you know? He got so much titles. Do I say just lawman or a justice worker? Or do I say a unionist? Advisor? Like, I don't know which one it is. How are you doing, sir? Lyndon Lewis.
I'm doing great.
Lyndon, let me jump in right into with the situation with the police officers slash justice workers. Of course, the union is being sidelined. And the reason why I'm saying that is because the minister's door is open and it looks like they have some officers or some members that are knocking and taking the opportunity to meet and talk about their personal situation instead of a group type of thing. Is the union being sidelined?
In reality, it seems so.
Yeah.
As the minister can have the one-to-one conversation with the employees. As of today itself, I learned that she did have a meeting with some of the officers that started, I think, in 2012 and some later on, I think, 2015, with regards to their retroactive payments, etc. And the explanation of the calculations. Okay, that was done today. I've got that information. But in overall check, remember, it's just not those officers that needs to get paid.
Yeah.
Okay. I personally myself haven't received my placement letter yet. I'm still waiting for my placement letter. All right. Well, let's just go into it as you were saying. If they're being sidelined, it seems so.
It seems so. Now, of course, the union, the members, the Go Slow Action, the minister's statement on Tuesday was basically a lot of fluff. It was the way that it came out was that the calculations are still ongoing. Placement letters, certain groups already received it, and everything is being worked on. That's it. Now, of course, in the background, I know that you have been working with MP Bryson to come to a solution or at least propose some type of solution so that we can get these justice workers some of their monies. Tell us a little bit about that initiative.
Basically, MP Bryson approached me and a few of us, MP Arundel and Miss Hayden Vane, pertaining to the matter, seeing that we all have enforcement law background, and of course knowing who I am with regards to the union and also my personal representation of my colleagues. However, it's basically we are about being solution oriented. So not that that we're just gonna say, okay, the minister didn't do this or this is not correct. Listen, how can we move past the mistakes, the errors, and how can we get it done? How can we get a matter resolved? So we brainstormed on it. I came up with my ideas along with the panel, the colleagues, MP Bryson, and I brought basically the laws that was there and also the unsigned law that was also there that was set as precedent. Meaning right now, if we talk about the overtime issue, where officers are getting basically 750 guilders for amount of hours, I think 40 hours in overtime or 1,000 guilders, which is wrong because according to the minister, she wants to do it the right way. but we have something called President Skeppen. So once you skep president, you have to continue with it because it's in the best interest of the employees. So by repealing that decision to give 750 and 1,000 guilders in overtime for hard-working police officers who have no choice but to work more than that is how you say it, in French they would say it's bizarre. It is basically not in favor of the colleagues, because if we're talking about moving forward as a country, and the Justice Ministry is also supposed to move forward, that means you cannot go backwards. Okay, so if there were 2 lakhs, if there were allowances that is more than what was given before, we have to continue with that because precedence was already set. So we're trying to repeal that right now for the initiative, because we cannot repeal it. The Minister of Justice, who has the power to do so, is that that you're readjusted back to the 2 lakh system based on a 150% for regular days and 200% based on your off days and on holidays once they work. The discussions are still ongoing. Listen, we would like this to be back into permanent effect. Yes, we can say it for Carnival, but we don't want to look like, okay, we basically taking hush money.
Yeah.
You know, because she's going to allow us tomorrow to work Carnival and get paid overtime on it. That's not the issue at hand. We're talking about the 13-year issue we want resolved, and we want it resolved now.
Yeah, and that's why I was just about to go with 13 years. And that is just one of the proposals, or they have more?
No, the other proposals is also basically to amend Article 23, which has to do with the overtime. Also, the placement letters, which was discussed, and I personally say it, and I will say it publicly as well. The placement letters basically has no legal merit. Okay, I explained how it was done in the past with the Executive Council, and now you have someone signing on behalf of a placement committee. With respect, the Minister of Justice is the authorized authority for placements. Okay, this also goes in conjunction with the governor, of course, because he represents the king. But the minister gives her advice, or de voorgedragen informatie, the information that has to be brought over to the governor, is based that the minister, as the authorized person of her ministry, is who's going to place these people, or this is basically her draft of how she's going to place each other. The offer letters basically should be coming from your minister, on behalf of the government of St. Martin, signed by the minister or whoever is appointed to sign these offer letters on behalf of the government, but not on behalf of a committee. If you do have a problem with your placement, what needed to be set up was a committee that is going to, the placement committee is going to hear you tomorrow based on your appeal, and then they're going to make the final minutes. They're going to come together, deliberate on it, and make a decision whether it's in your favor or not, and advise the minister accordingly. If it's not in your favor, tomorrow the document comes out as a national decree, and you have the rights to appeal it.
To appeal, yeah.
Now we're saying, because I'm learning that some people agree, some people don't agree.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, the minister has to make the ultimate decision, if she's going to place these people according to what is given right now. Hence the reason you cannot just go ahead with those who agree.
Yeah, because I was going to go there, because I was going to say that it's more of a divide and conquer type of tactic, whereby they have certain groups that just want to get it over with, and they would just accept anything and go like, okay, you know what, okay, I'll take it. And then of course then it affects other persons maybe in the same position, but they don't agree necessarily with the other person's stance on the position. This is why you need a full scope.
Some people are basically watching the remuneration aspect. So if they were collecting 2,000 guilders before, now they're seeing 4,000 guilders. Oh, my salary gone up. I'm going to accept this. I just want to move forward. This is not the idea. The idea is you have to see the authentication of the document itself, if it has legal consequences. The document itself tells you it does not give you any legal rights at all. It tells you that. It does not give you the rights even to appeal, but only to give incorrection information that needs to be corrected if a figure is different or whatever. Also, it is made up naar burgerlijke wet. So I think it's according to the civil code. this document is made up, and you're dealing with people, landsambtenaren, you're dealing with
Civil
servants,
Yeah.
you're dealing with civil servants who has their own rechtspositie.
Yeah.
Also, the document also implies on CLA or rechtspositie that is not signed off as yet. It is not publicized, or function books are not publicized or in its work, it is not brought into life. But guess what? St. Martin is a country. And before becoming a country, we already had laws. So if you're going to say that the applicable laws for the police is falls within the realm of the KPSM rechtspositie, which isn't in the works as yet, because every landsbesluit, every national decree that every officer got from 10 to now says clearly with reference to the Corps Police of the Netherlands Antilles. Publication 80 in 2000, because this go back from the year 2000, so that book was issued then. So we have to continue using that, and I'm gonna emphasize on it. We have to continue using that book until a new one is in life, is brought into life. And that is what we have a problem with right now, is that precedence was set already in the interest of the people. The minister basically repealed it, which is not in the interest of the people. Because, like I'm saying, we are supposed to go forward and not backward.
All right, Lyndon, before we go, I need you to, again, stress to, the people of St. Martin, especially with Carnival coming up. But at the same time, the work continues. However, it's on a go slow. But I need you to stress to the officers who, maybe feel that the union isn't representing them right, so they just want to take their business into their own hands, how it can affect the whole group.
I want to explain to the entire justice ministry that is going through this. I'm a police by profession, but this is the entire Ministry of Justice. We have to keep the faith, number one. Number two, we've had enough. Number three, we have a Minister of Justice that shows no empathy. That's her demeanor. Number four, at the end of the day, I would not want to see this minister fired because of one reason. We want the continuation of this service. We don't need a new minister at this moment who is going to say, oh, I have to check everything over because I was not here before. My predecessor, I don't know what all they do. There's no formal sluitel overdracht, etc. So, to the people of St. Martin, to my colleagues, I'm basically telling them, listen, we still have to, the slowdown is not a strike. Okay, law and order is still in place. Let's have a little faith more. Let's give the minister the benefit of the doubt that she's going to get it done. Minister, we don't have time for politics. We have time that you're going to do the people's work, and the people is going to love you for it. The colleagues are very disgruntled with their unions, but have to also bear in mind that the same union representatives that we have today are also colleagues. Many also feel threatened that their job is also on the line. I can understand their standpoint when you have a minister who have gotten rid of most people within the justice ministry in top ranks, or also that she was also used to get rid of those who are also subordination of department heads. This is public information. A lot of people know about these things. I don't fear it, as it was already done with me. The minister doesn't know me personally, but of course, based on what department heads would say, they will attack you. But we are on the last tranche of getting this together. Proposals was given to the minister. The minister has that, that key in her hand to open that door and make things happen on behalf of the people of St. Martin. When I say the people of St. Martin, the safety and security lies within the police force, lies within the prison, lies within customs, lies within immigration and the Coast Guard, etc. So the minister has to know, and her team has to know, listen, we have to do our due diligence, because based on everything that I've heard the minister said, is she wants to do it the right way. And to read such a document that basically gives you no type of rights, it is something that I find out of place. It's against all, the behoorlijkheid van bestuur, trying to say, for good governance. These are the things that the minister has to look at. I do not know who her advisors really are in this thing, but I believe most of them come from the private sector that are making notions or decisions or advice based on what they know based on labor laws. You have to know the police chain of command. You have to know the Rexpositie from the prison, the customs, and make amendments. Simple things where you're going to have on a schema. You have it there on a group that's telling people, these are your function names, for example, but then the tick box say, in een ongewijzigde functie. How can you say that function isn't changed?
Yeah.
The names are clearly there and they are changed. Second of all, we have different terms that we use for civil servants. You don't use the term onbepaalde tijd. Onbepaalde tijd means permanent, yes, but permanent for those who are on contracts.
Yeah.
A civil servant has a national degree. There's tijdelijke dienst, temporary service, or vaste dienst, a permanent service.
That's it.
Those are the terms that needs to be used. So I believe all the letters normally are supposed to be repealed because they are not legal. That's my opinion, and that's the opinion of the law. It's not legal. But of course, if the salaries seems to be okay, everybody wants the money, we want to push it. And I also give different, if the governor's not signing, I also give an advice on how we can get these officers paid as well. Okay, the Council of Ministers can come together and say, listen, our people need to be paid. The Council of Ministers can make that decision and have the letters them drafted that also indicate that you have 30 days to appeal. Send these letters with the salaries, the future salaries that are supposed to be given. Once the Council of Ministers agrees to it, the Minister of Justice is mandated to do what she has to do and sign on behalf of the government of St. Martin, Ministry of Justice. It is sent to salary and wages, and each individual will be paid.
Okay, let's hope that the minister takes the advice. Thank you so much for coming, Mr. Lewis. Of course, keep the faith.
Yes, I am. 16 years.
16 years. All right, we'll be right back watching Late Night. That is for the Late Night Show. Thank you so much for watching. Until tomorrow, make sure you like, subscribe, put on the notification bell. Huh? What else? What else? That's it. Yes. And follow. Yeah, all of those good stuff. I will never be okay with saying all those damn things.
Yo, dog, you got me pulled for your one, dog. Last night I was looking for you up and down. I can't find you where you was.
Yo. Boy, you ain't hearing what happened to me last night, boy. I was in the jam, by walking on this thing, by whining on this thing, by choking on this thing, by giving out this sweetness, by all up on this thing. And then the lights went out. What happened? GB gone. By get him the GB walk up in the dark. You walk up in the dark. By get him the GB walk up in the dark. You walk up in the dark. By pant on anything because you can't see. Don't walk on anything because you can't see. By pant on anything because you can't see. Don't walk on anything because you can't see. Hey, I was in the jam, all and it say. But she was looking good at top 10 tight thing. But she had on a short pants, a real tight short pants, a red color short pants. But that was a short pants, and then she started to push back, and then I started to brace up, to hold that, and then she started to walk up. Like that, the lights start to flicker. I was like, what's that? What happened? GB gone. But get him the GB walk up in the dark. You walk up in the dark. But get him the GB walk up in the dark. You walk up in the dark. Hey. By pant on anything because you can't see. Don't walk on anything because you can't see. By pant on anything because you can't see. Don't walk on anything because you can't see. Hey. But I was in a front side, all on this thing. But she was looking good, a nice red bone thing. She said she named Juliet, she like to eat baguette. Smell good like a galette, a girl I can't forget. And then she started to push back. And then I started to brace up. they've gone. But get him the GB, walk up in the dark. Y'all walk up in the dark. But get him the GB, walk up in the dark. Y'all walk up in the dark. Hey, hey, hey. My pelt on anything because you can't see. Y'all walk on anything because you can't see. My pelt on anything because you can't see. Y'all walk on anything because you can't see. Hey, hey, listen to me. Somebody needs to tell GB and Erdef stop taking off the damn current. I could never find my damn jockey. Never find my jockey. I'd be sleeping, sweating in the damn hotness. Lord, man. When I want to go wash my skin, I turn on the water ain't working. I can't wash my stones. I can't find my jockey. But Lord, man. Yeah, girl.
Your boyfriend say he going back to me.
Take it easy.
You said I'm just telling me you gonna slap me.
Take it easy.
So since I can't wait on you, and you're too young to die. That's true. Baby, here's what you going to do. Read my lips and show me you a bad girl. Bend back, what's that? Look at me, look at me, look at me. Your waistline, walk that. Look at me, look at me, look at me. And since I can't wait on you, baby, here's what we going to do. Anytime your man come through, I go act like I don't know you. Take walk. Take it easy. Take it easy. And since I can't wait on you, baby, here's what we going to do. Anytime your man come through, I go act like I don't know you. Take walk.
I taking this one partner. We gon' really have to talk partner. Yeah, she bump out a real partner. When